Blends and acronyms. We have examined some examples, and the whole of each component root is reproduced in the compound. So like hairnet, like mosquito net, like faint heart, we have discussed in the previous segment. Sporadically, we encounter a kind of compound where at least one component is reproduced only partially, and that is known as blends. So, they are in fact two words as we find them in compounds, but they have been sliced, they have been cut, parts of the words have been cut. We have already discussed blends in detail. A straightforward example is smog. That is the combination of smoke and fog. And there are a lot of other words like this we have discussed previously. Chottle, blended from chuckle and snort. So it's a blend. Partial blends. We also find partial blends that one word is intact whereas the other word is cut or sliced. Right? So where only one component is truncated are talkathon. I mean talk and marathon. A long discussion. So it's a new kind of blend that we have not discussed previously. Similarly, we have blends like cheeseburger, beef burger, veg burger. These blends have been encouraged by the word like hamburger. However, hamburger is made up of beef and burger, whereas cheeseburger and beef burger and veg burger, they have the same component in the burger, whereas in hamburger we don't find the same component because it is made up of beef and burger. The most extreme kind of truncation that a component of a blend can undergo is reduction to just one sound or letter, usually the first letter. Blends made up of initial letters are known as acronyms. So here we are going to distinguish blends a little further, acronyms a little further, that it's also a kind of blend. Right? So we have already studied acronyms like NATO. We know that it's North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and we have taken the first initial or the first letter of each word and made a new word, and which is known as acronym. And we pronounce it as a word. Like SCSI, Small Computer Systems Interface, or AIDS, Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. So these are all examples of acronyms. The use of capital letter in the spelling of some of these words reflect the fact that speakers are aware of their acronym status. They know that it's not one word, they are actually referring to some other words. It does not follow that any string of capital letters represent an acronym. Obviously, if we find any string of words, capital letters, it does not mean that they are acronyms. For example, linguists make a difference between acronym and abbreviation. If taking first letter we form a word and pronounce it like a word, most of the linguists call it acronym. However, if we pronounce the initials separately, many linguists call them abbreviation. For example, we have the letters USA, United States of America. So we pronounce them separately. Similarly, RP, received pronunciation, the pronunciation of the BBC English or the elite class of Londoners and of royal class and of literate people. So they are called abbreviation instead of acronyms. Acronyms are also pluralized. It means that we make them plural like any ordinary noun. For example, PC, PCs, DVD, DVDs, URL, URLs. So this is how you see that in case of PCs we have pluralized it with an apostrophe s, whereas with DVD and URL s we haven't used any apostrophe. So these are two conventions. Any of them can go according to the set documentation pattern. Possessive plural that also include apostrophes for mere pluralization and periods appear especially complex. For example, P dot HD. So sometimes we separate the initial with dot or period. So they are complex. For example, CDs put into possessive case with an apostrophe because it is now kept isolated or different from each initial. We have period, C period, D period. So in this case, this pattern is generally preferred. It is clear from these examples that blending and acronyms are very active used for the creation of new vocabulary, and this is done so because new word needs to be coined. However, they differ from derivational affixation and normal compounding in being more or less self-conscious because they themselves refer to the words they have come from and are concentrated in areas where the demand for new noun vocabulary is greater, such as information technology, because in an information technology every day new inventions are being made, so there new nomenclature, new words, new vocabulary is needed. So this is a very handy way to coin new words. So this is how we relate acronym and blends to compounds.